what is a karma board? How do I understand that?
Okay, so karma board is also just like the oracle card that I read, or you might be more familiar with the tarot cards.
Right.
So I call them oracle because the oracle is more flexible, it's more intuitive as compared to the tarot card, which are very systematic cards.
Right.
So the oracle gives me a lot of freedom. I am not bound with the rules and the regulations. But yes, tarot is also, or oracle is also a very great tool, a divination tool that can help us connect with the light beings. So similarly, when we talk about the karma board also gives me a sneak peek into the past and the present and the future of a person. Future as in the choices, according to the choices that they are making their future. And the past, the past is past. So past incarnation or their past actions in this current incarnation. So it gives me a sneak peek into that. Yeah.
Right. So does it really, whatever I do in past, that will have an effect on my present and future? Do you agree with this statement?
Yes, absolutely. Because see, we are eternal beings. We have taken birth so many times. I have seen my past lives, around 18 past lives I've already seen. So that means I have been doing so many things in the past. Some patterns have been repeating, and that is the reason why I'm still here in that cycle of life and death, because I still haven't learned so many things which I'm supposed to learn, right? So that is the reason why we are making that cycle of karma, and we are doing that, and again and again the pattern is arising. So yes.
So it has an impact on our present and future life, right?
It does.
Now that you said that, we are eternal beings and we keep on taking birth and dying, and this cycle is going on and on. So how do we get rid of this as per whatever you have learned so far from all different masters?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. When we talk about karma, we always think that it's action on the physical level. But whenever the karma is done, it is always on the three levels. That is the mind, body, and energy. So if we are, taking care of karma on all these three levels, like body, mind, and energy, that is the time when our karma starts dissolving also. For example, today I am aware that Sharoo is not supposed to eat non-vegetarian. Yeah. So she's aware. So Sharoo is not going to eat non-vegetarian. She's more compassionate. Now she's going to balance that karma with those souls with whom she had created that cycle.
Right.
Initially. Yeah. So that karma is resolved. That karma is dissolved as well and released. Now she doesn't have any karmas with them. So it is about your, what you are doing right now. What is it that is presently being done by you? Be it action, be it your thought, be it your deed. So all three things are very, very important, and especially the energy part. If we are thinking something wrong about something, for example, if I say that, oh, Idris, I love you so much and you are such a good person. And in my heart, I'm saying, I am going to kill you, Idris. Right. It's like that. So now the thought, that negative thought is in the universe, and there's so much of energy in that thought, negative thought, that it is creating a karma with that soul, with myself also, and with that soul also. The wheel of karma starts spinning.
All right. So in order to get rid of this, we have to be awakened, we have to be enlightened, and we have to also do meditation to reach to that stage wherein we get rid of all this, right?
Absolutely. I don't know anything about the enlightenment because everybody has their own definition of enlightenment. So, and the definition of enlightenment also changes with your evolution.
Right.
Definitely. So awakening and enlightenment for me are these spiritual words, which I think everybody goes through at a particular time, at a right time or right place and a moment.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely right. I completely agree with you, as enlightenment can be different for different people. But for me, it's like a basic awareness wherein we take care of everybody. We need to understand everybody is part of this universe. We have to be compassionate towards animals, towards humans. And of course, if we could, and we should try to be compassionate with plants too.
Absolutely.
They also have life, but we have to sustain, we have to, at least whatever is possible, we can do that. that is some sort of, my understanding of enlightenment.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Right. So now moving ahead, you have recently written a book, The Awakening. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So how did this idea of writing book come into your mind?
Okay, so it's a long story. Patriji always used to say that whenever he used to come to Delhi, I used to go there, meet with him, or anywhere for that matter, I used to go meet him. The first thing he always used to ask was, when are you writing a book? So I was like, okay, I will definitely. But there was some sort of a fear that was bothering me. There was some sort of fear that maybe I will not be able to do any justice to the words that the angels want me to put in the book. Right. So maybe there was a block, and I was just stalling writing of the book. But then again, this 2019, this Alaya consciousness happened where Patriji showed me a book and he told me categorically that the book is already there in the astral world. Right. And you have to now bring it in the physical world. It is your responsibility. So I was like, okay, that's a great responsibility. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it, but yes, I accepted that. And the angels had also been, I can say, an inspiration to me because they had been telling me to do that now and then, again and again. So in the physical world, it was on, I think, as long as I remember, 6th May, it was in 2021, when Ramesh Ghazalaji from Germany, so he, after I took the morning session, he texted me that, Sharuji, why don't you write a book? Awesome. So that was another sign for me that, there's so many signs now coming to me. Everybody's pushing me and telling me to write a book. Why not? So, and then during meditation, what happened was, it's a very interesting story that I'm going to tell you, because we are talking about the plants over here, the animals over here. So I'm going to tell you about that interesting story.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, thank you so much. So what inspired me was a huge trees picture. So I received this picture, the picture of a cypress tree. And I got this picture from a friend. And then I started seeing that picture because I generally start communicating with either the animals or the plants. It's not that somebody has to be physically present.
Right.
So it was, I think, on 25th of May that it happened, 25th of May, 2021.
21, sorry.
Yeah, 25th May, 2021, I was connecting with the plants and everything. So this picture came up, the picture of a cypress tree. And, I was just communicating, and there was a very profound message that I received in which the tree was telling me that do not focus on the wounds that you have. Mm-hmm. They are going to heal. What you have to focus is what you have become and how beautiful you have transformed by these wounds. Right. So somewhere down the line, I think those wounds that I had in me, they were troubling me and they were stopping me from writing anything. That how can you just express? How can you just say? So that was the first message that I got. And then there was another message that I received on 27th of May, which was by the Siberian trees. Okay, so the Siberian red trees. So I was again communicating with them. So I'm going to read out that message because that is quote unquote their message that I'm going to read out. So they said that there might be people who seem cold and harsh, but your warmth and your words would be like a warm blanket to them. Don't shut them off.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it was enlightening moment for me because they made me realize who I was, and they took me out of that darkness in which I was, and they again paved the path for my evolution. So the plants and the trees and the animals also have a very greater role as far as my life journey is concerned. Right. So that was the time when I actually gave it a thought that no, I have to. And Idris, one more thing, very, very interesting thing. Since I told you that angels always communicated with me, right. So there were always the signs that were coming about the book. Mm-hmm. And when everything started falling into place, number 9 always used to be there. And number 9 is a number of service. Uh-huh. Okay. So number 3 and number 7 are always there. till now, from the day I started communicating. So number 3 is for that the ascended masters are always present.
Right.
And number 7 is that you're doing a good job. So these 2 numbers are always there. But for the first time, when I started bringing this book into the physical form, there was a talk and there was all these things happening. Number 9 started coming because the number 9 is a number of service.
Wow.
And I had to put this into service. Now, if you see the dates, so 10th September 2019, okay, that was Alaya Consciousness, number 9. Okay. Then it was on 25th of May when I communicated with the cypress tree. Okay. Right. So that is number 7. Then 27th May, that is number 9 when I connected with the red Siberian tree. So that is number 9.
Wow.
Okay. And then after that, it was number 16th. It was, I think 16th was the date. 16th right. November was the date when Ram Garu, he from Germany, he actually wrote the foreword for me. Then I'm telling you just the dates, the major dates. Then
yes, that's right.
Yes, and then on 25th of November, I met with Patriji with the manuscript. It right. was again number 7.
Number 7. Okay.
9th March, Patriji received my book.
Wow.
Okay. And then after that, 19th, this 19th, which just went. So 19th March again. So 19th March was my first interview on book. So see, there's so many 9s coming. Yeah. So it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, there's so many signs.
That's really amazing. And today marks the date as 21st. That is number 3.
Number 3. Yes.
That's really amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Really interesting. And what all is covered in this book?
Okay. So this book is divided into 2 parts. So the first part is about my journey in a nutshell, that, how I connected with the angels, how I connected with Patriji, and what were the principles I worked on, and my childhood, my adulthood, everything, it's connected. It's completely covered there. Then in the second half, I have put my learnings there, that what have I learned through meditation? Right. What have I learned from Patriji? What have I learned from angels? So in a nutshell, in maybe it's, every chapter is just of, 1.5 pages or 2 pages at the max. But the kind of profound messages these chapters contain are really, really good to read, because these are learnings in a very, capsulated manner, because this is what I learned. So this is what the book is all about. That's
really amazing. So it will be pretty, loved by the generation who is too busy, who don't have time to read descriptive form of writing. So since it is brief and short, that makes it really attractive. And I would love to read this book.
Yes, please, Idris, because, I'll tell you one more thing. One of my school friends who is a hardcore non-vegetarian and who does not meditate at all, he read my book, and the first thing he called me up and he said that, Sharoo, I'm going to leave, non-vegetarian from now, today itself. And I'm going to just teach me how to meditate, and I'm going to meditate. So, yeah.
So that's like an achievement, isn't it?
Yes. For me, it is. Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And that pretty suits with our principles of PSSM and Patriji's, teachings. Definitely. That's really amazing. And book has done miracles in that way. That's really amazing.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty, happy to know that. Glad to know that. Now, moving ahead, I need to read the book so that, I can ask more questions in future.
Sure.
Hopefully. And what's your understanding of Swadhyaya?
Okay, so for me, when I talk about Swadhyaya is not about just merely reading the books. Yeah, so because for me, when I'm reading something, I need to implement that in my life first before I can teach that or share it with anybody else.
Right.
So for me, Swadhyaya is I have to read very slowly and I have to grasp the concept. And if my soul agrees with that, not that I have to agree with all the books and the authors. Yeah, so whatever my soul agrees to and whatever comes with the angelic instructions also, right, I will implement it first. Yeah, on myself, I will experience it, because experiential knowledge plus the knowledge, when they are taken together, then it becomes a wisdom. Otherwise, it is not nothing. Zilch.
Wow, that's really, the best way you explained it simply. So you mean to say that just reading is not enough. We had to implement, we had to practice. If we learn something, we have to bring it into practice in our life. Then only it becomes wisdom.
Absolutely.
That was really amazing. And how about Sajjana Sangatiya? How do you explain it and what is its importance?
Okay, so when I talk about Sajjana Sangatiya also, I used to observe that what people used to do was they never used to give compassionate listening to people. So what they always were interested in, that they would, talk about themselves, talk about their experience, and then once the other person is telling something, they will just log out of Zoom.
Right.
So when we talk about Sajjan Sangatiya, it's about learning from each other, growing from with each other, and transforming each other together. It's a collective consciousness.
Right.
So if we are not collectively growing, then how can you even say that you are making a ripple in the universe? If we have to make the ripple, then we have to do it collectively. Then only the growth is imminent. Otherwise, not.
Definitely. That's really simple and the best way of explaining it. And everybody can understand it the way you have put it in simple words. That's really impressive and amazing. Now, maybe I'm running short of questions now, like a lot of knowledge already you have shared, a lot of things I've learned today. And before we probably close this session, at least this session, I would request you to give a short message to our audience who have been with us in this interview.
Wow. Okay. So thank you so much, audience, for hearing me out compassionately and listening to me intently. Please go through this book. It's a physical book. It's available on Amazon and Flipkart. And why am I saying this is because it is not about the money part. It is about the intention that I have. And this book has an intention of creating a lot of pyramids, not only in India and abroad. So whatever money flow this is going to generate, it is going to be put in the manufacturing of the pyramids here in India and abroad. So the more you will purchase and take the physical copy, the more you will see the vibrations. Also, you'll be able to feel the vibe. So what happened was, at my place there is no pyramid as such. I have small pyramids which I keep on the filters, and other places I have pyramid caps, but I always wanted a bigger pyramid. So because it is a joint family, and I am unable to bring that pyramid home, so I was crying one day, and I'm just telling angels, what do I do? I cannot bring the pyramid at home. What do I do? So they just clearly told me that, Sharoo, why are you stuck with only one pyramid? Why are you seeing only one pyramid which you're not getting at home? Can't you make the pyramid outside your home? Isn't that your pyramid as well? So that was how this entire initiation of making the pyramids through the money flow that is going to come through the book came to me. And that they put the thought that do this. And not only just one, you will get hundreds of pyramids around. So yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. And I wish you all the best. And I hope to see a pyramid in your house very soon. And
yes.
If it ever happens, if I travel to your area, your place, then I would love to meditate in that pyramid.
Oh, thank you so much. I've got a beautiful meditation area with the angels, and I've got so many dream catchers, and the angels are there. The energies are really high. Lord Shiva is also there. So please do come to my place, and definitely the entire PMC English team is welcome here. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm really happy, and thank you so much for this invitation. And I'm sure this will happen soon, very soon.
Yes. Thank you so much. Every step of this book was miraculous for me, because even in the cover page also, how it came into existence. So Pallavi ji is the one from MB Publishing who printed my book, and she had designated a team person who could just do the cover page. So she was telling me that this is what these are the alternatives, or these are the possibilities. So there was something that was there and it was missing. So I sat in meditation, And I just asked that this is not happening, angels. What do I do? The cover page is not coming. So you have to tell me what is it. Now what happened was I was sitting and meditating, and Lord Shiva's energy came, in front of me, and they showed the entire page and how it is to be, done. And I was like, how will I tell that person? So he said, it is up to you. Physically, you have to bring it because it is already there in the astral world. You have to bring it. So each and everything I described, and I'm thankful to Priscilla because she was able to, bring that thing into a physical world. And I was so grateful that it actually turned out to be so beautiful. And whosoever, takes that book in their hands, they can feel really the vibrations of, angels, Patriji, Lord Shiva, because each and every word that is there inside of it, these are not my words. Trust me.
Right.
So even my son, he was like, he just asked me, did you write this? I wrote this. I tried. So he was like, okay. He was not able to believe himself.
I can understand that. I've seen the cover page and it's really beautiful. It's amazing. And I have spoken with Pallaviji and I've spoken with Priscilla too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe Akash is there, right?
Yes.
So I've already spoken with them. It was really amazing. They carry a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, I would say.
Absolutely.
And happiness. It was really amazing meeting them.
When we talk about Ramdaru also, Ramesh Gazalaji, he also inspired me a lot. His words also always inspired me a lot. Yeah, the best thing is that when Patriji, he called me on 9th of March. So in between also the book got lost somewhere and he was not getting the book and I could not understand how it is happening. And I was just telling angels, I think I'm holding on to these things a lot. I have to let it go. The moment I let that thing go, what happened was that Patriji received the book there and then. That was on 9th of March. And exactly at 9 o'clock, he called me up. So at night, and again 9, huh? So 9 o'clock, he called me up and he said, very few words he said. And in that, he just said that, Sharoo, this book is going to change the vibration of the universe. So that is all that he said. And that was it. And that was it. I said, no, everything is done. Everything is sorted now. So I don't have to worry about anything, that where the book is going, when will the book reach to people, will it, be touching the millions of people heart or not. I just left it. I said, no, it's done.
Right. It's doing great as far as I have heard. And, we have had a live example when somebody read it and they started meditating. They came to the actual principles of non-violence of PSSM. That's really amazing. And we'll also do one thing. We'll put the link in the description so that people who are interested, they can also, check the link and maybe get this book and read this and share the feedback with us, how they felt about it, what kind of changes they have found in their lives. So we'll put the links in the description. So that these people, these kind souls have been an inspiration to move forward and write this book and bring a lot of thoughts, a lot of new thoughts to the public, right?
Yes, of course. They've been transforming lives. And I'm really grateful and thankful to each one of them who are doing so much for the entire world and the universe, which includes you people as well. I mean, I will thank all the people who are at the back end, at the backstage. So, yeah. So thank you so much.
That means, that means a lot. And it's great thoughts from great people. And it's really amazing, the way you raise this point. There are a lot of people who work in the background, the people who have set this up, the people who have put these small things here to make it more beautiful. And we need to be grateful to all of them. They are also supporting this cause, supporting this Patriji's mission to reach each and every corner of the world. That's really amazing. And I'm very thankful to you two, giving your time and sharing your thoughts. And I'm thankful to everybody who has created this setup. Thankful to Kavita ji, thankful to Pradeep ji, and the technicians who have created this setup in such a short notice. And we had a really amazing conversation. And I am really excited to meet you in our next episode so that we can further discuss more things, elaborate things, and maybe learn a lot from you.
Me too. Yes. Thank you, Idris. Thank you, Kavita ji. Thank you, Pradeep sir. Thank you so very much. And thank you, PMC English team. I love you so much. And thank you for giving me this platform and opportunity to be here on this. Thank you so much.
And please do visit Hyderabad and do visit our office too. I would really love to see you here so that we can have more interactions, face-to-face interactions rather.
Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Thank
yes.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shukriya. Dhanyavad. Thank you. Bye-bye and take care. Bye-bye.